Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show, and as promised, I want to come up here and talk to you guys about the Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Now, to get the preliminaries out the way, if you guys want to stay tuned for more of the Al Johnson Show, or you want to jump on board that is the Al Johnson Show, make sure you please do the following. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. Let's begin. So yeah, Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus. Before we get started, it has been renewed for a second season, which I'm glad it is because after this season, I want to see more of this. Now, quick background about me and Percy Jackson. I've read the Lightning Thief book 3 times, and I've only seen the live action adaptation of that story once. Yeah, it was not. It was. It's okay, but considering the fact that I read the book 3 times and basically I almost like know certain things about the book and excuse me about the characters and all that. And what the movie gave me was I don't know. That's all it was. Just a big I don't know. I mean, let's see if I remember for the movies the movies. The movie you had Logan Lerman as Percy Jackson, Brandon T. Jackson as Grover, Alexandria Daddario as Annabeth. I'm trying to remember correctly. Uh, yeah, Pierce Brosnan as Chiron, Mr. Brunner. Then there was um, Uma Thurman as Medusa. Uh, then there was Steve Coogan as Hades, and I believe Rosario Dawson was his bride. Then I'm trying to remember if Ares was in that one. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Um, uh, I don't remember who played Zeus, but I know Sean Bean was Poseidon, and that's as far as I can remember the casting of that movie. I remember that for the Sea of Monsters movie, Nathan Fillion was Hermes. That's what I remember. But for Lightning Thief, yeah, the movie was just eh. So going into the Disney Plus series, we had we had Walker Scobell, who was in the Adam Project on Netflix, and uh, he was in something else that was noteworthy, but I can't remember. And now he's Percy Jackson. You have this um okay, sorry, oh, sorry about that. Then there was this uh, Indian or Pakistani actor. I won't mispronounce his name, so I'm not gonna say his name. You guys have read the cast, you know who it is. But that dude that was Grover, you have Leah. What's it? Safri. I think Safri Jeffries was Annabeth. Yes, she was black, and yes, the stupid people was like, "Oh, what I mean, Annabeth black." But then the late Lance Reddick was Seuss. Nobody said nothing. But also, very, very noteworthy, you had Jessica Parker Kennedy from the CW Flash and Starz' Black Sails, that um, adult pirate show. As Medusa, you have Lin Manuel Miranda from Hamilton as Hermes. You have um, and you have Adam Edge Copeland, professional wrestler and actor Adam Edge Copeland as Ares, the god of war. And like I said, Lance Reddick was Zeus. I mean, going into the show, just from a production design standpoint, the visual effects, the music, all good. It was real good. My favorite, I guess you say, my favorite set piece of the entire show, honestly, was was it Medusa's uh, statue emporium, um, and I believe the Lotus Casino. Those were like, oh, and also Mount Olympus. Those were like amazing production. And I heard that they used, what's it called, the volume, what they used to film Mandalorian and Thor: Love and Thunder, the volume, which is where it's like a virtual set where like the set backgrounds it could change, but the actors can, but they seamlessly do their best to make it interwoven. It's like, wow, they were there even though there wasn't. They used that, and it surprised me because I thought they actually filmed at those places. When they showed like the volume stuff for the sets, I was like, whoa, I thought they filmed in actual locations. Like I said, the music was great. Bear McCreary, who also did the music for God of War, uh, PS4, and a bunch of other things, really, really good. I really liked. I even liked the Percy Jackson theme. I thought, oh, it's quite nice. Very John Williams esque, and the visual effects, for the most part, were really, really good. I really liked how they did Medusa's snakes. I like how they did Percy's sword. I like how they did Chiron's legs. Um, uh, Ares gold blood because he's a god. The thunderbolt or the lightning effect. Certain things like that was good. Certain times where even though it was quite nice, it was still like I needed fixed up was um, uh, Cerberus and Kronos. Maybe like a bit more touch up, it would look spectacular. They would look spectacular. I really like the story too. I mean, think about it. I'm watching this and I know certain things that's about to happen, or I know I'm aware of things. Okay, I know what's gonna happen here and blah 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 blah. But even certain times, it's like, oh, I didn't expect that. Um, let's talk about the cast. Walker's obviously the trio, the main trio. Grover, Percy, Annabeth. Obviously, those obviously your lead characters. Even though Percy Jackson is the lead character, you're following them. And Walker Scobell, from what I've seen, if I remember, I saw him in Adam Project on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds. Like I said, I think he might have did something else. I don't quite remember what other thing he did, but I know I think I might have seen him in it, and I think he did good in it. And here it's like he keeps this up. He's going to be a really great actor. And the kid that played Grover, I he was really charming and adorable. Annabeth, 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 you know, it took some getting used to. And Sally Jackson, the mom, um, she did well for the mom, like the typical mom role that you need. And but I want to highlight like certain gods that were like amazing to me, and I guess in a way stole the show. Particularly Medusa in episode 3. Man, there was there was so much layers to Medusa. Again, it was only one episode, but there was so much layers to her, and how like her facial expression, like the tone of her voice, her outfit, like again the look of the snakes on her head, really good. And if you know your Medusa history and you know like certain things, it's gonna hit differently. I also enjoyed in episode I also enjoyed in episode 4 we had the Chimera and the Echidna. Even though episodes 4 and 7 weren't my favorites, but I remember episode 4, the stuff with Echidna was like creepy, and the Chimera was that's another thing. The Chimera looked nice, just needed a bit more polish, but I liked the Echidna and Chimera. They were both equally creepy. Episode 5 and 8, we had Ares, the God of War, and wow, like I said, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and how he played Ares. essentially, Aries is basically Edge's wrestling character. Just some things change here and there, but it's the same thing. Like the rated R superstar, the God of War, same mannerism, same Edge mannerisms, tone, look, everything. It's just the way, like the scene with him and Grover at the diner, where he's basically venting his feelings about his family, and also in episode 8 when he fought Percy Jackson, and the whole "you've made an enemy for life, kid." All that stuff was quite nice. Lin-Manuel Miranda, when he appeared at the end of episode 3, delivering Medusa's head to Olympus, like, you guys ain't gonna believe what happened. And him showing up in episode 6, at the casino, and him lamenting how, he made things worse for his son Luke, which I'm gonna save that for the end there, and everything else. Episode 7, we had Hades. He was alright. Episode was weak sauce. Like the show, like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8, to me, high points. High points. 4 and 7, But Hades was nice. Then of course, like I said, episode 8, Ares, and the appearance of Zeus, played by the late Lance Reddick. Just that one whole thing, and his voice and his posture and his tone. It's like, yeah, that dude is Zeus, but sadly he won't be back as Zeus, and they're gonna find somebody else to play Zeus. Which, calling it right now, I'm predicting Idris Elba to be Zeus. That's just me. But going back to Luke, one of the things I noticed with Luke was I remember in the book when, spoiler alert, when the inevitable betrayal came. I remember in the book, it shocked me because I was reading along and I didn't see the Luke betrayal coming. I was like, even to this day, thinking about it, I was like, wow, I can't believe even Luke duped me. He got me, and I'm not even in the story. The Luke reveal in the movie, it was rushed because 2.5 hours of everything from the book, trying to compress it into movie form. Yeah, it didn't work well, and it was just all, ha ha ha, I'm the bad guy. Yeah. On the TV show, my only nitpick was that Percy was able to surmise and just, Luke, you stole the boat, you did it. It's like, how did he figure that out? How that made no sense. That bit made no sense to me, but everything else, it's intriguing. And it's like, I bet there's more with this character that thankfully is going to be explored as we continue on. And just to set up for season 2, everything is it's quite good because now I'm looking forward to it. And also, I think just like the book and just like the movie, the mid-credit thing with the stepdad Gabe being stoned by Medusa is like, you just love to see douchebag parents or step parents get their just desserts. You'd like to see that. And yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It's better than the 2010 movie. It's far better than the movie, but I think I prefer the book a tad bit more because of, obviously, not everything from the book can be put into a movie or a show, but like the book had me more on edge and had me fantasize like, oh, what could that fight look like? What could that look like, and everything else. The show came close to all that, but it's its own thing. And that's all I can really say for it. So guys, that's my thoughts on Percy Jackson and the Olympians. What did you guys think about it? Who was your favorite god that was shown in the show? What are you looking forward to seeing in season 2, Sea of Monsters? I'm looking forward to seeing Percy's half brother, the Cyclops. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And let me know else what you think about Percy Jackson and his success. Let me know down below, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Al Johnson, and you're not. Hold fast, people.